Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio! At the end of last episode, I did go and, sort of, through mostly just brute force, upgrading things to blue and whatever, more or less balance all the inputs to our little, iron production area. So for good and for ill, we've got that coming through a lot stronger to our bus here. I think... Oh, yeah, that was the other thing, actually. No, I am not quite done, because I still need to upgrade, say, like, all the inputs to our bus to blues over here to try to drain a little bit faster out of this, because it is getting backlogged on some of the others, so we actually could have more funneling to our bus if we upgrade these 4 output lines, as well as the actual 8x8 balancer. The problem is, as it turns out, we are not creating our blues, wherever the hell that happens, right over here, quite as fast as we might imagine. I mean, which makes sense. It's a big production queue with a lot of like little things, and it's a little shy on some of the resources. So, anyway, the point of all that is we're still a little shy on blues to do the full upgrade, but that's okay. We are, on the other hand, doing a fairly good job of getting a lot more greens into the system, which is a big deal. I mean, it's still not fully saturated, but we have, and it's not quite twice as much as before, but it's pretty darn close. So, where's our blue area? Is it up? Oh, up over there. So let's go and check the speed module production. It should be better than before. Certainly not perfect, and we've still got to bring more inputs into there. I mean, so it's not using everything. We've overbuilt compared to what we can make use. Also, we're not actually dumping all the outputs yet, so let's do that. We've overbuilt compared to how much we can actually utilize because of our inputs, but that's okay. It means as we increase our inputs, which right now are backed up, probably just by virtue of the fact that not all our outputs were working, that'll start going, and then it'll start going better. All right, let's ride the train, boop, and try to get our control modules going. So you are going to go to the speed module area over here because you do have some things to drop off, quite a few actually. And yeah, it's such a short little thing. But trains are cool, so we're doing it. And go. Thank you. Oops. I want to get off, not load the map. So we're going to do basically the same thing over here. We're just going to merge everything into one. Although, right, I'm not actually pulling off of this side, which I should be. All I'm going to do is run it, I don't know. I'm just going to bring it down to here for now. And we'll just do a merge, just that it's being used completely. We may need to dramatically increase our, our production of rocket fuel. Or we may not. I have no idea how much we need. Probably way, way more than this. No clue. But we're going to go ahead and bring in to these inputs over here. And you know what? Rather than merge it quite close, I'm actually going to go and bring it way out here so that we can scale it up if need be. Like this far. Right? Because we could just fill this whole thing with factories. Assuming that we can get enough input on 2 lanes, but there's other ways that we can do balancing and bring things further on. If our production starts to dry up, we can sort that out. Although, what do we actually need to bring over there? I suspect for this thing we actually might need a dual setup with like some red handles, because we need... Oh no, it's just blue chips and speed modules. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So speed modules. Here and here. Here and here. In theory here, we're going to have... Let's give it a little bit of space. 1, 2, 3, 4 that come out of this. And you're coming over here. I really don't expect we're going to actually use that much because we don't have anywhere close to that many inputs, or that much throughput coming in from the train. But what the heck, right? Let's assume same thing here. We're going to end up with what does this stop? Oh, the blue circuits. So don't get squished. And I think that in practice, these are all going to get merged up pretty much, because there's no way we're going to have this much or use this much. But let's assume that we need to accommodate for some amount of space for stuff and just push this out a little bit further. And something like that. We can figure out the specifics later on when we figure out exactly how much throughput we have/need. That's that one. So this one can go here with the 2-gapper is what we're looking to end up with. Okay. Yeah, we don't know exactly how much space we need. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this one to here and do this and lane balance it up here. And we'll figure out exactly what this means later. We might have way more than we need, or we may have way too little. I mean, it's Factorio, so we probably have way too little. But I don't know. Let's actually... do this thing like that and like that. Although, if I'm going to do the inside, it should really be with the speed modules, because they come from higher up. Although I think we need the blue circuits for more than one thing. Bam. So you're going to come in there, and you're going to go down. Okay. So the blue circuits will end up doing the same thing here. Go there and there, and there and there. Empty from both sides of the train. And just do the lane balance thing with the blue. So you're going to go off there, there. Actually, you're going to go that way. Suppose we could have done the corner one too, but that's okay. Okay, so we need to get some blue circuits to actually arrive over here. Do I have a train on me? I do. We only have one place in the world where we create blue circuits right now. Boom. We are going to the blue circuit pickup until full and go. And then you're going to be going to the satellite blue circuit drop off until empty. So now we have two things draining blue circuits. And what does that mean for us? I suppose, I mean, this is all done. I can just put a car on here. Thump. There it is. And, like, literally, this thing is good. You know what's not good? Not having any fuel. I did not realize that. Oh my god, the atomic bomb has been researched. Atomic bomb. Huge damage, large area. So you just, like, nuke bases, presumably from a distance or something? We're gonna find out at some point. You're gonna load. You're gonna ask for coal, wood, and you just need some power, like that. And I probably have some fuel on me of some kind. Here, we got some wood. That's gonna be okay. You're gonna go. Excellent. And then you're gonna come in here and do that. Now, you are trying to produce as quickly as you can. There might have been a slight downtick in iron production for a bit, but looks all saturated here. All the inputs look saturated there. Yeah, I think there was a break in the green because of all the stuff I was doing, because there wasn't enough steel coming in. Might not still be producing quite as fast as we would like, but this will start to happen. Any chance you're about full? Yep, there you go. You start moving automatically. Excellent. And you will drop that into the science lab. Quassa! Yeah, the red's a little shy coming into our bus as well. We do have more and more demands going on our circuits, especially with all this stuff. You can see it's actually completely dried on reds. You're going to unload, and you should end up over here. Obviously, like, you know, our utilization, a few things will get stuck into the balancer, but that's okay. It'll get there. So you're going to come way down here and produce this stuff. I have no concept for how much we need. Do I care where these are lined up? I mean, I was just overlapping before. Yeah. You know what? It's still fine. We'll just put it to the left of each one of these, and that's going to be okay. We brought, I assume, more productivity modules in here. Can I, like... Wait. What? That was weird. I shift-clicked. No, something funny happened. I was trying to see if there's a way to like do a ghost application of these things, and I think the answer is no. And right now we don't have likely any productivity modules in store. Yeah, because they're probably still looking to install some over here, and in fact they are. They're starting to get equipped, but there's still plenty of them that are missing. We actually have a huge backlog on solid fuel. Right, because we've got a train that is sitting around doing nothing. So we're way overproducing solid fuel. But hey, that's way better than the alternative, right? So these things are starting to accumulate. Now, I think, do these have to go right into here? I don't remember. Yeah, they do. So we can start loading it in there. Like this. We will do the buffer. I don't think it's going to be relevant in any way, but I'm going to use the requester system just in case we need to like grab some for somewhere else at some point. We're like, yeah, wouldn't it be nice if? Really? You didn't connect? Seriously? There it is. And of course, you know, top secret area. Do that. I'm going to put a redundant power cable in here like that as well. And so you're loaded. You're putting things into a box, which is okay. You've got all your productivity modules in there, which is grand. We're going to need power over here as well. Let's get a big pole right there. There. Okay. Just to get rid of the blinking. Although, obviously, we're not producing this stuff yet. So you're going to need... You don't need the control units, but you will need the low-density structure and the rocket fuel over here. So what I'm going to do is just assume that we've got crazy amounts of throughput everywhere. And do that. So you'll get some rocket fuel added in. I mean, we don't need to use the green inserter. But, I mean, if there's anywhere in our base that we're going to invest for, like, all the things, it's going to be here. Come way down. Boom, control modules. Okay. So, we still need to figure out the low-density structure question of the equation, because I don't remember what's involved in building them. It is steel, copper, plastic. Steel, copper, plastic. Right, and then I think the other things over here we might just request. What do you need? You need blues, which you've got. Yeah, it's the radars, the accumulators, and the solar panels. I think I'm just going to set up a requester chest for it. It's fine. There can be low-tech stuff that flies over, whatever. I'm okay with it. Put it right down here. There, we can shift and paste. You don't need to request the rocket fuel or the low density. Or the blues, because we've got that coming in on a train, so that's going to be okay. But if you shift right-click and shift left-click, you paste the requirements in. And it's a really nice way of doing it. So now bots will try to bring these things over here. We need a lot, but we are producing a lot of these. Every one of these is being automatically produced. Forgot how much solar panels and accumulators we need for it. So it's a good thing we've been producing those like mad all along. So that's going to back up over here because we don't actually need that many, but that's going to be okay. Control modules are starting to accumulate and have been loaded in here. And again, we got the productivity here. So low density structure is the next bit. I'm wondering about leaving extra space here. I'm worried that maybe this is too tight, and we're going to end up biting ourselves in the ass by doing this. What I am going to do is grab this structure still, because I think it's still quite spiffy-doo as a base. Actually, hold on. Nope, cancel. I'm going to start back here. No. Further back. There we go. I just want to get that little bit. And you know what? I'll get both sides of this. It's fine. Boom. And I guess we're still going to want this to be lined up. And yeah, I'm just going to make the low density structure stuff over here. Obviously, that's got to go this way instead. And like that. And we're going to want something like this. And like that. There we go. Low density structures. We'll get loaded in there. Power things and everything's being delivered over here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Go plop things down. I guess the construction robots are bringing things here, which is fine. And actual low density structure, it needs 3 things. Which is a little annoying for our current build. Which means actually these cables are going to have to get moved to be 1 off, like that. And we'll keep going with like overkill and placement. They're already 1 off over here, which is good. And the construction time for these things is still really long, right? Yeah, so yeah, it's actually really long. Are the others? Oh, they're all 30 seconds. I think we need more of some things than others. But it means grabbing with the red isn't going to be a problem. I guess we'll do it this way. Doesn't actually matter, but this way the power is not as much. Maybe if we grab the right way around, that will help our process. Like that. And on the other side. Okay, now. Hello. I'm confused. Why couldn't I just click on this guy? Oh, because I was clicking on the icon. Nah. So if I change you to low density. Okay, you still remember your modules. Good. Or no, you don't. Slightly annoying. Not that we have the productivity modules for it anyway, but it would be nice if they were being auto-installed. Let's get rid of that goddamn blinking. There we are. No, wait, you still have your modules. But why? Actually, there's blank, but yeah. Oh! Because the thing I copied in, they didn't all have their modules installed. Derp, I should have copied the bottom one for the automatic process. Hardly matters. Okay, so we need to get the rest of our train station set up, and then we can feed stuff into here. So, plastic, copper, steel. Done and done. Now, one thing we need is, obviously, more trains. Because the thing is, we actually have these pickups already in place somewhere. Did I put that train in the wrong place? I did. Not that it matters, but I did. Let's get you in here. So this is the steel one, for example. I don't know if the steel pickup has 2 cars. No, just the one. We'll have to make a couple of adjustments over there, but just the one, that's going to be fine. So your job is going to be to go to steel pickup until full, and then you're going to come to the satellite steel until empty, and we will give you some fuel, which you've got. And so, go. Have fun. All right, this one is our copper. And again, we need more of these wagons. And I've got an order in for things, but they're going to take a little bit. You do have a wagon, though. Now, I know that we have room for multiple cars on that. We might do that. So you're going to copper plate pickup until full. Then you're going to go to satellite, copper drop off until empty. And go. And you need fuel. Now, hopefully these things have fuel all at the other end. We'll have to double check that later on, but that's okay. So, one more locomotive and one more car. And this is, just to confirm, it is indeed plastic. So you go there, and the car gets made now. So you're going to go to plastic pickup until full. And then you're going to go to the satellite plastic until empty. And we'll drop in some fuel and tell you, go. Go, my friend. So these guys should at least make one trip. They might get fueled up part of the way there, too. We could always borrow some of the solid fuel from here, actually, and feed it into all the trains. That's actually not the worst idea I've ever had. I've had some bad ones, too, so I know what I'm talking about. Alright, if you go, say there, and then we'll just have to line you up a little bit better. How do I not have any reds? Oh, well, first of all, this is not in the logistics area, so my bots are going to have a hard time getting to me. How are you not in range of anything? There you go. Something like that. And you can grab from, say, here. Oops, not there. Like that. This is not in a good place. So we'll just move you over to there. Another track there is. There we go. Last one like that. Load, 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 and load, and I still don't have a goddamn red. Here, let's just use a blue while we're waiting for that. So everyone should be able to fuel themselves on solid fuel. I mean, that's a little less that's going to make actual rocket fuel, but I don't think that's really a problem. We're not going to need that much into the trains. I mean, 150 max for each one, and honestly, they'll probably never have to refuel again for the entirety of the game. This one here is even full of coal from other pickups, which will mean it'll always prioritize coal because we'll never empty one of these categories. So that's all going to be fine and good. We're just going to wait till this one to leave so they won't get smacked. Thank you. And yeah, we're going to do, for now, the same thing, where we're just going to grab one of each one of these, get it going, and then figure out what our actual needs are. And at least we are future-proof. Like, we've got the ability to ridiculously scale up how much stuff we're outputting. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I actually did want to leave it here. Actually, can I just move it down one? No, I can't. Yeah, I want to get rid of this and that and just say, let's fine. We'll just go underground. Who cares? So yeah, again, what we'll do is just throw a little balancer on here. Not like that. Just lane balance, not that it really matters. And figure out where the hell this is going. Way over here. And, oh my god, we're off by 1. Boom. And, oops. My god, with the reds now! I mean, I realize that I'm spending a lot of time outside of the request area, and I only asked for 400 right now. And you know what? We're doing a lot of long-distance stuff. Let me go and bump that up to, like, 800. Yeah, there you go. Go, bots, go. We're probably about to get a big delivery. How's the plastic? Plastic, plastic, plastic. It's, oh, there it is, right in the middle. You are loading. Which train is this? That's the red circuit plastic one. Oh, which probably means this other one is, there we go, just arrived. Excellent, with the first load of plastic. Glorious. Okay. Still waiting for the reds. Deliver onto me many, many, many reds. I assume... I can't get a logistic count over here. I assume we've got a shit ton of reds, but I might be completely wrong. What? What's getting blown up? No, that's fine. Yeah, it turns out we don't have enough of these things. We got 1.6k in the logistics network, but not here, right? Well, maybe we do. I don't know. Just here. Train braking. More better train. Go. Come on, bots. Deliver unto me. Transport belts. Should just use more blueprints, and then they'll get blueprinted. But I mean, oh yeah, they're running out of power level. It's a long trip. Thank you. Get some construction bots in on this. Okay, so, and I'll keep doing that for now. Plastic there. Plastic 2. Well, here, I mean, I guess we don't have to go underground with this one. So this goes like that. Oh, it doesn't actually, Really? Oh, it doesn't know that the other side is the connection. If I do this, which side is going to take priority? Because they both look like they want to go in. I don't know. I should just walk over there at this point. Oops. Don't leave the logistics area. I'm going to confuse your poor bots. Still kind of curious to see what's going to happen with that. I mean, if you have the full blueprint, it's going to be okay. But here, I don't know. So all I'm going to do is feed these guys into that and that. And again, do the lane balance. I don't know if we want to do a corner version or what. I don't know. We'll just do this. Get it over there. And then we can always, if we turns out we need to scale it up and move things, we'll do that. Just don't know where we want things to end up. They're so far away. Which is why we're using so many goddamn belts for everything. What we'll do here is we will do ting like this. The kissing splitters. You go there. You go there. That way. And that way. Plastic, and we need copper. I don't know. We'll assume we want to run the copper somewhere down here. Look at those bots. Ah, it's great. Okay, so... Oops, I think you need one shorter of that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to make the underground go be underground. And we want... I guess we can do the corner version here. Like this. And like that. And like that. And, ooh, some of these braking researches don't take very long. Boom! Okay. And so... Oh, I haven't connected everything over here yet. Come up this way. Bam. That should start creating our low-density structures. Still don't have productivity modules on me? No, because we're short of stuff, and some of it's probably still being applied to our oil production, which is okay. So you're going to feed in here. And if we find our short on output, we can maybe upgrade more of this stuff to blue, although apparently we've got a bit of a shortage of various things. Okay. Now, as far as I know, we've got everything in place to that our rocket's going to get built. Mostly a question of how fast, can we speed it up, etc., etc. But we've got everything we need to get the rockets going here. What I'm going to do here is get this blueprint. I'm going to grab... Yeah, I guess I need to, like, grab the whole set, after all. I was hoping to work out a way to do it where I'd get all the ghosts the way that I want, but yes and no. Okay. You're coming in, you are making your low density structure, they're going in here, that's going to start producing. Some of the low density structures are going around to produce the satellite. You know what I realized I should have done? Because what'll happen here is a bunch of satellites will back up over here. Now, in practice, maybe not, because not having the parts, but what I need to do, while that was looking very cool, cancel. And cancel you. And you. Yeah, totally, I accept the fact that you have no space for anything. Copy, paste. There we go. Grab you, put you here. Shift click, grab. So the logistics are going to go to there. I'm going to go and dump. There's probably some other things I should be dumping. Let me actually just do that. Oh. That. And clear the logistics requesters over here. Low density, rocket fuel. Radar. Blue. There we go. Oh my god. Rocket fuel, low density. How much rocket fuel is in this goddamn thing? There we go. Jeez. And then we're just going to turn this here and here. Oops. I know we just started on the low density, which is probably why it appears to have a shortage of that. I'm going to go ahead and just ask my bots to so-called trash this. There we go. And boom, boom. There. Get this stuff away from me. Go away. Don't want it. Do not want. Okay. Oh, we don't have the blue circuits being carted over here. I didn't put in a requester for it because we are getting it trained over, but it means I have to make sure to run a line of blue circuits up here. We'll do that. Grab you. Man, oh man, that really hits the reds. I built this area to be huge, to be cool, and also very, very, very future-proof. But man, oh man, does it hammer your resources, huh? Oops. Do that to there, and then rotate you. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key. I'm hitting Q instead of R. This just makes it easier to, like, correctly grab the full length. Okay, so, from this bottom one, do that. There. So, I mean, that's a lot that's just going to exist on belts. But that's fine. Can we productivity module the satellite? Holding onto a solar thing, which is why I'm thinking that. There you go. Just drop everything in there. So you're full of things because you're waiting for stuff, hopefully, and some things are grabbing there. The low density, what's the situation? Why are you so slow? I think because you're just slow and you don't have the productivity. Because this is good, you need power. Don't actually have to do the full overlap like I was doing before. I suspect if there's anything that's going to need to be scaled up, it's going to be this. And the easiest way to do it is to make it longer, although there's going to come a point where we're not going to be able to feed enough stuff in here. And so we'll probably just want to do it parallel. And that's pretty easy for us to do. Do some of the others give you like 2 per go or something like that? No, it's 1 per 30 seconds. I mean, just these had a head start, I guess, is the thing. We actually, I don't wonder if we need different numbers of different stuff, and I'm sure the answer is very much yes. No, it's the same amount here, but of course, the control modules, the control units only get used by one thing. You don't need control modules for the satellite, whereas it does need the other things in here. And yeah, we would like productivity modules in here. I mean, for free satellites every now and again. Well, I mean, we might just want speed. Well, no, it's 3 seconds to build, so speed does nothing. I'm betting we actually don't gain much from throwing a productivity module in there one way or another, because you don't, I mean, you only need 1 satellite to win the game. If you want to keep doing infinite research, then you can do more satellites, but otherwise, it's not an important thing. So I'm going to grab this, this whole block here and duplicate it. I'll probably end up doing the same thing to a lot of the others. Let me go and get that just down for now. It will probably be quite a nice thing to get our logistics network to expand a little bit into the middle of our base here. There you go. Let's do that as well. Copy this a few more times. Obviously, I'll have to get the inputs in here. I mean, right now we're okay. But I want to bring in, not literally bus style, but I want to bring multiple lines of, you know, the plastic and the steel and the copper a lot closer. Which seems like a pretty good idea. So I'll probably use more blueprinty stuff for that. Let's say I just grab an empty blueprint, for example. Oh, I got to put a cut in this. Let me do a cut, but we're going to come back and we're going to do a whole bunch of things, say, like this. And that. And that. There we go, and then we'll make it work. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.